Hey guys, look what I got. That's right, I got the Hubsan H501S. It's an FPV brushless quadcopter. It's got a lot of really cool features, so I'm going to quit talking. We're going to open up the box and we're going to find out what's going on inside. Alright guys, here's what we've got going on inside the box. As you can see, we've got our quadcopter right here up front and center. We've got our radio, high quality radio. In fact, it's a lot like my other Hubsan X4 Pro, and we'll get into that a little bit more later. Off to the side here, we've got our charging system. We've got a USB cable. I'm not entirely sure what that does yet, but I will. We've got our prop tool there, and we've got our props right there and right there. Alright guys, here is a look at the quadcopter. It has a nice white and gold finish. Looks pretty cool. We've got the little film on the camera lens. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like residue on any of my camera lenses, but I'm sure that will wipe right off one way or the other. Now, one thing that I really notice about this is it's got some weight to it, which is good because the 502S is pretty light, still flies great, still a very good quadcopter, but I think this one is going to fly even better. It's slightly larger, it's got a better camera, so everything I liked about the other one, I should like this even more. Alright, here is a look at the battery bay. Make sure to push that button in fairly hard. Not too hard, but just hard enough to get that off that lip. There's a big chunk of plastic there. And it looks like we've got some EC2 plugs on this 2S battery in there. There's a look inside the battery bay. Alright guys, this battery is a 2S 2700 milliamp hour LiPo battery. It's 10C. When we fly it, it'll be interesting to see how much power it has off a 10C battery. It does have the EC2 connector, so that is cool. I've got an adapter to use it on my big boy charger. So now we're going to take a look at the radio. Alright, here is a quick look at the radio. As you can see, this is mode 2. Our throttle's over here, other stuff's over here, yaw right there. Got our trim buttons, off on switch. We've got some menu options in here. Of course, this is our FPV screen, not GPS. We'll get to the GPS here shortly. And we've got some nice viewing enhancement there while you're flying. And if for some reason this screen's not big enough for you, you have an option to do a video out. That way you can utilize something along these lines right here. Alright, so here is our GPS button. To put it into GPS mode, you just push that down. Take it out, you push it back up. Pull that down, you've got return to home. I think this is the headless mode button. Don't quote me on that yet. Don't have everything memorized at this point. And honestly, if you're flying something like this, you don't really need headless mode. At least you shouldn't. Let's be reality here, people. Alright, so one other thing is we've got our 5.8 gigahertz FPV antenna. And you wanna, anytime you turn a radio like this on, this should be screwed in because it can cause some impedance issues, and we don't want that. We want to keep everything running great and everyone enjoying RC. So, speaking of that, I am going to put the quad together and then we're going to do a quick little test flight in here. Alright guys, so 3 things that I want to cover for you. First off, the install was quick and easy. Props went on great. The second thing is I didn't cover this when I was going over the quadcopter, This has a really nice rubber footprint. It doesn't have traditional landing gear, but it does have these, and it's got a lot of rubber for shock absorption and things of that nature, so that's a very good thing. The other thing is this is where you put your USB card when you want to record video with this camera right here, which is 1080p HD. The other thing I want to tell you is that these buttons right here, they control your video and photos. So if you want to take photos and video, you can do that, and you can do that with these buttons right here. This is for photo and this is for video. So start and stop, and bam, just push that button to take the picture. Hey guys, I've got this all bound up and wanted to let you know something, a little correction from what I told you earlier. I said that the GPS and return to home needed to be up. That's not true. They both need to be down, and it needs to have the colors that you see on the screen. Now, if it's in GPS mode, I'm not going to fly it in GPS mode indoors. But if it's green in the back, that's GPS. Alright, so if we got the return to home on, that actually doesn't change, because that needs to be in GPS in there for return to home. So it goes to blue when return to home is on when you've got GPS in. Alright, now that we've got that taken care of, we are going to do our maiden flight. Alright guys, this is the maiden flight. This thing is rock solid, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to take this outside. Alright guys, this is a quick size comparison between this new guy, this little guy, and that big guy back there. If you take a closer look at both of these, you'll pretty much see the footprint thing that I'm talking about. One has a rubber, aka protection, and the other doesn't. The other main difference, other than size, is the quality of the camera on this, and I could see that when I was flying around FPV style in here. This is 720, this is 1080p. 1080p is on a whole nother level, so when I'm able to fly it outside, I cannot wait to show you guys that video. I'm really, really excited about that. So, alright, I am going to wrap things up here shortly. In fact, I'm going to wrap them up right now. Alright guys, I am going to wrap things up by talking about the radio and making sure that everything I talked about earlier was nice and clear. Because I think I got a couple things backwards, so I want to be clear on this. The GPS and return to home buttons need to be down. That is, unless you want them on. So GPS on, flip it up. This button, the A button, is headless. So you want headless mode on, you flip that switch up. You don't, switch it down. This over here is the follow me function. If you saw any of my videos with this, I did 2 videos showing that feature. The most recent one did a very thorough job. I literally was running for quite a while. Probably close to what Usain Bolt runs in about 12 seconds, or excuse me, under 10 seconds, 9 point something. So you want that on, you've got to have the GPS on. Flip that up. The follow me function is on. Want it off? Turn it off. Turn off GPS. Alright, so you want to start and stop the motors. Pull these in. That starts them. Stop them. Same thing. It's that simple. Now, I can't really do a complete wrap-up overview of this yet. I still need to fly it outdoors, so I'm going to call this a video. Like, comment, and subscribe so you can see that outdoor flight video that's going to be coming up soon with the onboard footage. And GBLynden out.